Postgame presser, check 1 2 1 2 1 2. Home presser, check 1 2. Get back there, awesome.
Yep, it's open.
Test 1 2 3 4 5.
They're on the ground there. Do they need two up right now?
No, I don't catch them, but.
Oh, they're just on the side over here.
Oh, okay. He's talking to those.
Yeah. Actually, hang out. Let me open them up real quick.
But then put it back down. Yeah.
The question might start as well.
Okay.
Good.
Test 1 2 3 4. Test 1 2 3 4 5.
Now, I'm gonna do the question mic.
Test 1 2 3 4 5. Test 1
Great.
2.
All right, beautiful. Thank you. All right, Lonnie, do we do this?
Yep.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah.
I remember I saw one. There's two of them actually. I have a twin.
Devin, how disappointing is tonight, considering what was on the line and in that third quarter getting out of hand?
I mean, every loss in the playoffs is, we put ourselves in a hole, and we got to dig ourselves out of it. So that's that.
When you said after the last game, when things get kind of loose, that the team, sort of separates a little bit. But where was that at tonight? Did you feel that as well tonight or not?
No, I think we just got beat. I mean, that was a point of emphasis for us going into the game, to stick together through adversity. So, the communication was there. We just didn't execute.
Just looking at defensively with Nikhil, him getting open corner threes, what do you think Alexander Walker, him getting open corner threes, what do you think led to that tonight? Is that poor rotations? Is that...
Yeah, poor rotations.
Book, when you look at the execution, what do you feel got away from you guys in that third quarter?
I mean, I'd have to watch it back. I just want to focus on the defensive side of the ball. They put up 126 points, and we've been keeping them around the 100 mark and trying to work on our offense. So tonight was more defensively than anything.
Obviously, your scoring totals have been lower than we're used to seeing from you. I know for you, making the right play is always the way to go, but what have they done to take you out of it scoring-wise?
They pressure everywhere and, funnel you into Gobert.
Devin, the season was obviously one where, I know it's not over, but it was championship expectations going in. How do you wrap your head around it that you're one loss away from not even getting that out of the first round?
I mean, I'm the type of just, focus on the next game. So play by play, possession by possession. They said nobody's ever done it before. That's exciting.
Look, I know you guys didn't get the win, but how big was J.O. for you guys coming off the bench?
Yeah, I mean, I like what he did. He came in and, I've been a teammate of his for some time now, so I know what he's capable of. And, I think he's good on it. He's somebody that's going to, pressure at all times and give his all on, both sides of the ball.
Devin, in all 3 games, you guys have been competitive through the first half, and it seems like there's always a stretch in the third quarter that just things go just kind of off the rails. Can you pinpoint why it's always around that time in all 3 games?
No, I cannot.
Look, obviously, nobody's ever come back from the 3-0 deficit. What's kind of the message in the locker room after 3 games like this, going into game 4?
I mean, just, play free, take it possession by possession. That's what it is. I mean, I remember going down to the bubble, and it was the same thing. We had to win 8 to even have a chance, and, you just break them down. They all have their own personality, and you can only focus on one at a time.
Look, on nights like tonight when the fans vocalize their displeasure and disappointment with the boos, are you able to process that in real time? Do you think about it in the moment?
No, rightfully so.
In terms of their booing, you say
Yeah.
you say it's rightfully so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Thanks, Mark. Beal on this.
Bradley, how would you summarize one like this where, you're in it at the half and then it just again got out of hand in the third quarter?
First, I want to give my praises to God. The third quarter kicking our ass, and
Yeah.
I mean, shit, I don't know what you want me to say. Third quarters, I think we gave credit to is we do a good job on Ant and Cat early on in the games and making them force tough shots. Cat got in foul trouble. Start the third, Cat. I'm looking up Cat's 3 open ass threes. We just shoot ourselves in the foot with a lot of stuff.
Okay. The rotations on the threes, Alexander Walker got multiple corner threes. Is it, going into the game, how much was that discussed? Okay, can't give up open threes, and then I'm just curious on that front.
I mean, it's a point of emphasis every night. I mean, coach comes in, puts it on the board. We have guys who we call lasers, who shoot the ball, really well, and their percentages are up there, their tendencies are up there. We just have to be better with that. Granted, a lot of stuff is about extra efforts, and Ant-Man is going to take a lot of our attention. So sometimes we double them, sometimes we just show them a lot of bodies, maybe overhelp sometimes. But I mean, they're ready to. They're telling their guys to shoot it on that first pass, and you can almost see it like every single time Ant fires it out, somebody's either catching and driving it or catching and shooting it. You don't really see it like a boomerang too much or the ball popping. Like they let it fly and they shoot it with confidence. And the kid was on the backside of a lot of those tonight. Hell, throughout the whole series, he was.
Brad, obviously, no team has ever come back from an 0-3 deficit to win a playoff series. What's the approach when you've had 3 games in a row that have followed kind of a similar pattern?
Just one game at a time. Obviously, it's tough to beat a team that many times. Hell, they just did it. We did it during the regular season, so you just take it a game at a time. Obviously, we won just the first of 4. Our backs against the wall, but can't give in. You can't give up. You got to continue to compete. We got a good one on Sunday. And all you got to do is just give yourself a chance. Give yourself a chance to go back to Minnesota and just compete, man. Compete your ass off. That's all we can ask for.
Book had said he feels like when adversity hits, sometimes you go separate instead of sticking together. Did it feel like that in the third quarter tonight?
I think we have times in which we do it. I think we did a better job tonight of maybe coming together and not allowing that kind of just to linger over at times. I mean, throughout the year we've allowed it to linger over, but think we did a better job tonight of kind of like making a run of our own. Granted, it was probably too late in the game, but just to show that energy and the effort is what we need from the start of the game and the start of the third, because obviously those are the two Achilles heels for us.
What goes on in the locker room at halftime here? What are you saying to each other? You know, it's a 6-point game. You're at home, and then you come out in the third quarter flat.
Yeah, we were energetic. I mean, we were confident about where we were, especially because we didn't play well, we didn't shoot the ball well, and we gave up, I think, like 9 or 10 offensive rebounds in the first half. And, yeah, so, you know, given that, you know, we're only down 6 with that big of a margin on the boards, we're like, okay, we like where we are. We just got to tighten up our rebounding. And honestly, we just didn't make a lot of shots. We don't produce a lot of threes. We didn't make a lot of shots either. But it's tough to do that when we're always taking the ball out of the net. So it's kind of we gotta get stops, B. Like, there's just only one way to put it. We gotta guard, we gotta defend a lot better, and bring the physicality to them because they're bringing it to us.
Brad, along those same lines, with the way they like to funnel you down to Rudy, what is, in your mind, the key to generate more threes as a team? You got a lot tonight, but just in general.
I mean, obviously it's ball movement, player movement, you know. Just getting the defense to collapse as much as possible. You know, they're a really good team. They pride themselves. I mean, they're the number one defensive team. You know, you got to give them their respects. But the way they utilize Rudy, they allow him to go one-on-one with any big who catches the ball, so they just fan out and deny Kevin, Book, me. They deny us all. And then when us three do have the ball, they're loaded up. They force me to go to the basket. They know I like to go to the basket. So they played me a lot of unders, and so I was looking for a lot of more threes tonight. But with Book and K, they just try to be physical with them and just force them into a lot of tough contested twos and try to limit their three-point attempts. You know, so I mean, they do a good job of executing their game plan. We got to be better with executing ours. Just the physicality of it, screening better, getting them guys open. Our setup's better. You know, it's just a collective thing, man. We all gotta take it a step or two higher than where we are.
Brad, over the season, we've seen you guys put together good stretches on either end of the court, but sustainability has been the main issue. What has that been like as a player over the course of the year? Because, like, for example, tonight, the threes are getting up, you're getting to the line, and then the middle quarters, that faded away. Just what has that been like? Where do you think the disconnect has happened for that to occur?
I'm not really sure what happens in those instances, but I mean, I know for majority of it, you know, we do have times in which adversity hits, and you know, we'll kind of just get flat. You know, we got to get out of that, get away from that. You know, we have to continue to compete, continue to push. You know, teams are going to go on their runs just like we go on our runs. You know, that's the game. Why it happens, I wish I had an answer. I know that's probably not what you want to hear, but I mean, at the end of the day, we just control what we control, and sometimes we don't. Sometimes we try to do a little too much, and that hurts us. Sometimes our effort isn't there, and it hurts us too. So it's tough.
Can you describe the frustration when you don't know when it's going to click into place? Because again, tonight, it was there.
I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and just say I cuss everybody out or I'm like beyond mad. Like, yeah, I'm frustrated about it, but just gotta keep trying to get better. You know, keep working at it, keep improving. You know, I'm always a competitor and I love to win. You know, I hate losing, just like everybody in the locker room. But it's up to us. You know, we gotta figure it out and be on quickly.
You mentioned that adversity part and it being difficult to explain how that happens, but in your mind, is that from just maybe a lack of familiarity with guys, lack of time on floor together? Is it just...
I don't like making that excuse, man. Like we gotta go hoop at the end of the day. Like, you know, they lace them up just like we do. They know our game just like we know their game. It comes down to who wants it the most, not X's and O's and who's guarding who or what we're running on offense. Like it's about mano y mano, and winning the matchup in front of you, you know, beating that guy and beating that team and who wants it the most. You know, it's the playoffs, y'all. Like, we know how this is. It's physical. It's tough. Like, it's tough for teams to score over 100+ points. And, like, that's the type of hoops that we have. But we're not dialing in on the defensive end, which is really kicking our butts.
To find more of that fight, is that a collective thing that has to happen? Is it someone stepping up? I'm just curious in your career what it's been to kind of get over that type of thing.
Oh, it's definitely a collective thing. One guy's not going to get you over that hump. One coach isn't going to get you over that hump. Like, it's a collective group from everybody. Like, everybody has to step up and give more, you know. I think what I love most is we're willing to do that. I think everybody's bought into that. So it's not the most ideal situation to be in, obviously, but we are where we are. And all you can do is face it head on. You know, you can't run from it.
Is there a sense of pride in that locker room right now to tell yourselves we're not getting swept at home on Sunday?
It's damn sure I'm upset. I've never been swept a day in my life, so I'll be damned if that happens. You know, it's going to be a tough-ass game, and I'm sure that's going to be in the back of their mind as something that they want to go out and get done. I've been in a 3-0 situation, and you just want to just put that team to bed, so they're going to come out playing their best basketball on Sunday, you know, and we got to make sure that we match their intensity, if not better, and be prepared to win the game.
Thanks, Brad. Thank you, Brad.
Hey.